God says, I know there are moments when your heart feels tired. Moments when you wonder if the situation you are facing will ever change. You have prayed. You have hoped. You have tried to stay strong. But sometimes the waiting becomes difficult. You look at your circumstances and think, maybe things will always stay this way. God says today, I want you to hear something clearly. Your story is not finished. What you see right now is only a small part of the journey. Sometimes when people feel closest to giving up, they are actually closest to a breakthrough. Because behind the scenes, things are already moving. Situations are slowly shifting. People are being placed in the right positions. Opportunities are quietly approaching. God says miracles rarely happen the way people expect. Sometimes they begin with a small change, a conversation that brings hope, an opportunity that appears unexpectedly, a solution to a problem that once felt impossible. At first, it may seem like a small step forward, but that small step becomes the beginning of something bigger. You may feel like nothing is happening right now, but silence does not mean that God is absent. Silence can mean preparation for the moment when everything begins to make sense. God sees the effort you have made. God sees the patience you have tried to keep. Even when your faith felt weak, you still continued moving forward. And that perseverance matters. Sometimes the greatest miracles appear after the longest seasons of waiting. Not because God forgot you, but because the right moment had not yet arrived. God says the change you are hoping for may be closer than you think, closer than your doubts, closer than your fears, closer than the obstacles standing in front of you. So do not lose hope today. Do not allow discouragement to control your thoughts. Instead, take one step forward with faith. Continue doing what is right. Continue believing that your life still holds good moments ahead, because miracles often appear when people least expect them. And when your moment finally arrives, you will realize that every challenge you faced was leading you toward something greater. Trust the timing. Trust the process. And trust that God is guiding your path even when you cannot see it. Because the miracle you are waiting for may already be closer than you think. Type Amen if you believe God is working in your life